Today, I want to share with you a bioenergetic phototherapy patch scan. I'm super excited to share this. I've been working on this with Creating Balanced Health for a couple months now so that we could get it exactly the way that we want it to help as many people as we can whenever it comes to utilizing the patches. So, first off, my name is Dr. Tiffany Russell. I've been a chiropractor for over 15 years now, and I have used bioenergetic testing in my office for about 6 years now. So first, I want to share a little bit about how the bioenergetic testing works for those of you who may be unfamiliar with it. So when it comes to us as humans or anything in the universe, really, we are all just a form of energy. We all have a frequency that we vibrate at whenever it comes to ourselves, whenever it comes to specific organs, whenever it comes to anything that we come in contact with, other animals, trees, flowers, foods, whatever it may be. Everything has a vibrational frequency to it. We can also check and see how those frequencies interact with different things that surround us. So we can discover what foods we may have sensitivities to based on how our frequency reacts to the frequency of another food. When we are looking at our total health, whenever it comes to bioenergy, we are able to see long after a stressor has left our body if there's still remnants of that stress being held onto. So, for example, if someone were to catch the flu and we have the flu virus in us, of course, we are going to feel like junk and we're going to have symptoms while that flu virus is in our bodies actively. Once we have fought it off, though, and our immune system has fought it off and we have gotten rid of it, if we go to a medical lab test, it is going to show that there's no flu virus in us. And it's going to look like, okay, you're fine now. The flu is gone. You're not dealing with it anymore. But from a bioenergetic standpoint, we can still see if the stress of that virus being in our bodies is still being held onto, if it's still being held onto by certain organs, by certain systems in our body. We can see that. The same way that if a tornado comes through a town, the next day the tornado is gone, but there's still so much damage that has been done that is left behind from that tornado. But if you look at it, you say, well, there's no more tornado, so we're good. We're good here. But the damage of that still remains and can remain for months or years down the line. And the same thing can happen to us whenever it comes to dealing with different stressors that we come in contact with, whether it may be a virus or a bacteria or mold or just different environmental toxins and chemicals that we come in contact with. Our body can hold on to that stress long after it is not in our system anymore. So when it comes to utilizing this scan for patches, the same way that we can see what sort of energetic stress we're holding on to, we can also test and see what it is that our body needs to bring us back into the frequency. So whenever we come in contact with a stress, our vibrational frequency is going to jump up or jump down and become out of balance. And we can check and see what is it that we need to bring our vibrational frequency back into that balance and back to homeostasis and allow us to function at our best and begin healing better. So we can utilize that with these patches because, like I said earlier, everything in the universe is energy and has a vibrational frequency to it. So each individual patch is going to have its own vibrational frequency. So when we put that vibrational frequency with our frequency through our hair and saliva samples, we are able to see then what happens to our frequency. Does it shift more back into alignment? Does it not really do much? And we can kind of see which specific patches help us shift and balance out our frequencies better in that aspect. So it's a really unique tool to use to be able to see energetic wise what our bodies need to bring us back to that homeostasis that we want to be at. So here is the link up here, cbhenergetics.com/product/phototherapy patch scan. And this is what the web page looks like whenever someone would come to order. You have a coupon code that you can share. The coupon code is just Healing Light. When they put that coupon code in, after they add this to the cart, it will bring $20 off. So it will bring the price from $69 down to $49. And you can kind of read here everything that it talks about. Now, the wonderful thing is that this company not only can help anybody in the United States, but we can scan anybody across the country. It just looks a little different. So let me reload this page here. So for anybody in the US, you just easily click the add to cart button, finish the process of purchasing, and then you will receive one of these kits in the mail. And it contains a little baggie to put a hair sample and a little Q-tip for swabbing your cheeks to get your saliva sample. Put that into the already paid envelope and mail it right back to the lab. However, for those who are outside of the United States, because of the fact that shipping is so expensive and the time that it takes, we are able to set it up so that you can put your own samples together by just using Ziploc baggies and some Q-tips. And you are able to then just ship that directly to the Creating Balanced Health lab. So if that looks like you, if you are outside of the United States, you can come down here. You can read this little section here. You would put in this coupon code along with healinglight.com. It will take that international shipping fee of $45 off because you are not getting shipped the kit directly from here. And you will get an email directly from Creating Balanced Health telling you the address to ship your samples to and what that looks like as far as shipping and everything for that. So it saves you the time of waiting for a kit to come, and it saves you money of paying for them to ship a kit to you. So you're able to get your samples together and sent right out to them even faster. So once somebody gets their samples sent and the lab receives the samples, it takes about 7 to 10 business days for them to process the samples and get the results back to you. Those results will be emailed directly from Creating Balanced Health, and it is going to be a form that looks just like this. Some basic notes at the top here, and then the specific patches that showed up as resonating best for what your body needs. And it gives a little overview breakdown of each patch here, benefits of it, whether to wear it at daytime or nighttime, how long to wear it for, and some recommended placements of the patches, or they can just follow the instruction guide given with the patches when they place their order. And as you will see here, let's list an X39, Eon, Alavita, glutathione, and an SP6. So we have it set up in the system so that the amount of patches recommended is always going to equal the amount of patches for a core wholesale kit. So it makes it super simple. When somebody gets their results back, they know once they get your enrollment link to go to that enrollment link, select the core kit, and just put in these specific patches shown on this report here. Which brings me next to the email that gets sent from Creating Balanced Health. So we wanted to make sure that anybody who refers somebody to get a scan has that person return back to them. So the email that a person will receive with their results here does not contain any order links in it whatsoever, and it gives specific instructions to refer back to whoever it was that recommended this testing for you so that they refer back to you and then you help set them up with their wholesale kit and get their patches ordered. So that is the general information about the testing, how bioenergy works, the process of ordering, sending in samples, and getting your results, and then easily being able to place the order for the patches needed.